What's up, my man?
You got me?
I got you.
Awesome. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Yeah, no problem.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Isaac?
I'm doing good. It's been a busy week, but it's been fun.
Oh, gotcha. What you been up to?
School started again this week, so that was fun. And then I've had practice Monday and today.
Oh, that's awesome. That
Yeah,
is awesome.
thank you for doing it an hour later.
Yeah, of course, my man.
Where are you out of right now?
Oh, I'm actually in Kansas right now.
Cool. Is it cold there yet?
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to get some snow, I think, tomorrow, but
Wow.
it's not too bad. It's been a good winter so far. Haven't got too much snow, so
Yeah, in Arizona it's been hot.
yeah, yeah. And I'm from California actually, so I don't like harsh winters for sure.
Did you grow up by the beach or kind of Southern California?
No, I grew up actually like central to Northern California. I'm from a small town called Oakdale, California. So it's just like a lot of almond trees, more rural area.
Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have an interview with Brett Maddock of the Indianapolis Clowns. Thank you for sitting down with me, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I don't know if you know yet, but could you please tell me about your role with the Indianapolis Clowns for this tour?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But I'm a pitcher. I'm a pitcher for the Clowns, so excited to get to work with the boys.
Cool. While pitching, is there a stadium you're most excited to play in?
Yeah, we get to play at the Angels Stadium. Just being from California, I'm super excited about that. I know a lot of my family's already planning on going out to that, so I'm pretty excited about playing in Los Angeles for sure.
That'd be awesome. Have you been to an Angels game yet before?
Yeah, I've been to one Angels game. I know I'm from California, but I'm actually an Atlanta Braves fan, so uh yeah.
Was your family an Angels fan or did you just choose to be a Braves fan?
No, so my dad growing up was also a Braves fan and my mom as well. Just they were always on TBS when they were kids, and so they always just watched them, and I kind of took over that fanhood from them.
Cool. If you could get one MLB player to join the Clowns with you from the Braves, who would it be?
My favorite player of all time is Chipper Jones, so I would definitely got to be Chipper Jones.
He would rake in Banana Ball.
Yeah.
Would you want to face him as a pitcher?
Oh, I would love to face him as a pitcher. Just it'd be an honor to just face my favorite player growing up. So, it'd be a
Yeah.
cool full circle moment.
How many hits do you think he's getting off you in 10 at bats?
I don't know. I mean, he's pretty good. He's a switch hitter too.
So yeah.
So he'd face me. I'm a righty, so he'd be facing me lefty, more than likely. And I mean, he's a 300 average hitter. So I mean, he's pretty darn good. I'll give him 500. I'll give him 500 for sure.
That's fair because he's an absolute legend.
Yes, sir. Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Speaking of playing against people, who are you most excited to play against on this tour?
There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, obviously the Bananas, they got some good names like Jackson Olsen.
Yeah.
Just seeing him, that's pretty cool. And he's got just a really good story. Obviously, Coach Rack as well. I like what he's about and everything. So I'm just super excited to link up with them and just compete against him.
Cool. If you get Rack out, are you gonna tell him Rack taught me?
Nah, nah, I'm not about that. You just gotta play with some humility. It'll be great. I do like to talk some smack sometimes. But it's all in good fun.
Yeah, especially with the Bananas too, you can like have fun and also talk at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you most excited to play with on the Clowns?
Um, yeah, so obviously you gotta go Jackie Bradley Jr., I feel like that's gonna be a most common answer for everybody on the Clowns. It's just World Series champion. It's just awesome that get the opportunity to play with him and compete by his side.
Yeah. Are you gonna ask him to sign anything, do you think?
I don't know. We'll see. I know my little brother. I got a little brother, and he's already saying that he's gonna get his jersey, and then I gotta get signed for him. But we'll see. We'll see where it takes us.
That's incredible too, though, because he went from being an absolute MLB legend to winning World Series and making stellar plays in the outfield while hitting to now being in Banana Ball for a whole tour.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the greatest defensive center
Yeah.
fielders to play the game. So I'm excited to have him out there with me. So
Yeah. You're gonna be lucky having him behind you in the outfield.
yeah, no doubt.
Do you think his trick plays will be just as good as his like normal catches when he was in the big leagues?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I don't know if you saw it. He just posted that back handspring. He's still got that in his bag. So, he's definitely a stellar athlete. So I'm sure he's gonna pull something out of his bag.
Cool. Do you think like other MLB players will see him doing this and want to come to Banana Ball also once they retire?
I mean, I sure hope so. I mean, it's kind of inspiring what he's doing. He obviously has accomplished a lot in his career of baseball, and he's taking on the Savannah Bananas now. So I think it'll be a good, inspiring story for him, and he can share it with his friends. I'm sure he's got a lot in the majors. And I think it's cool that we're having a transition with Shane Victorino and Ryan Howard as some coaches as well. So hopefully some more will entertain that as well.
Yeah, it will be awesome, especially with you. You have Ryan Howard as your one of your coaches who was a former MVP winner.
Yeah, I know he definitely beat up my Braves a handful of times being a division rival and stuff. So
Yeah, he had a sweet lefty swing.
yes, he did.
He reminds me a lot of Harper right now too on the Phillies, and Harper kind of beats up the Braves every once in a while.
Hey, yeah,
No,
I know he does, but we don't
I'm
gotta
just
say
kidding.
it. But no,
I'm
you're
just
all good.
messing with you.
He does. No, Harper's a great player, and he does beat up the Braves all the time, sadly. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. The Phillies definitely got some great players. I've actually met Shane Victorino in the
Oh,
celebrity
really?
golf tournament in Tahoe, and he's a super cool dude. So I'm excited to see where he takes the coconuts.
Cool. The Braves also have dudes that match like Acuna, Olsen. That lineup is built for that chop house.
Yeah, especially the lefty Olsen. It's kind of chop house. He's got to put it on there a couple times. So
Yeah. So you played college ball at Kansas City University. How did that prepare you for this upcoming tour?
yeah, I played at Kansas Wesleyan University. It's actually out of Salina, Kansas. It's a NAI school. It was great opportunity. I got the chance to go with the program to the NAI World Series for the first time ever in program
That's
history.
awesome.
So it was a great experience. I got to compete at a really high level, and it was just a great experience overall.
Cool. Do you think competing at a high level will help prepare you for like all the big outs you're gonna get with the Clowns this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely especially in that World Series, there was some fierce competition. We actually played like Hope International. They ended up winning it all.
Wow.
They had a stellar lineup. They were very tough outs. So definitely was going to help.
Cool. Do you remember any of those dudes in that lineup by chance?
Yeah, I know a couple of them. JJ Cruz, he got me one time for sure. I threw a changeup like way low outside, and he still managed to hit it over the fence. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So, sometimes you make a good pitch and they just execute better, and you just got to tip your cap to them.
Yeah, there's a reason I'd rather hit than throw. I don't like giving up tanks.
Yeah, hey, it's part of the game though. It happens, especially
Yeah.
out in Kansas. Wind blows straight out. It's definitely a hitter's park out here. So,
Are the fields, the fences in too, or are they normal distance?
yeah, my college it's a small park too. So, and it blows out, and it's actually like on an airstrip. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
nothing blocking it. The wind just howls, and sometimes it's a great day to be a hitter.
Yeah. I've learned that when I hit, I only hit like my farthest balls that would leave on a normal field when we don't have a fence.
Yeah, that seems to happen. But
Yeah. If you
hey,
could,
it'll come when those fences are there though, and you'll put them
yeah.
over. I believe in you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have you ever hit a home run in your life or no?
I've hit one, just one. So,
How cool was that circling the bases?
oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, as a pitcher, sometimes you give them up, so it's good to be on the other side sometimes.
Yeah. How old were you when you did it? Do you remember?
I don't remember exactly my age, no, unfortunately. I'm not sure.
Cool. So you are currently an ER nurse. First of all, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Also, second of all, are you gonna do it like in the off season of Banana Ball, or are you just gonna do it alongside Banana Ball on your off days?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and figure out the schedule first, with Banana Ball. Um, so I'm not sure about that, but I'll definitely in the off season.
Cool.
If I'm not busy with Banana Ball, yeah, I'll definitely be pursuing that career as well. I like the fast-paced environment of the ER, and I get to help people. Sometimes it is kind of crazy. Like just thinking I'm hanging life-saving medication right now, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's a thrill, sometimes it's wild, but it's definitely worth it in the end.
Those are high pressure situations. Do you think those will help you back on the mound like in college?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think especially in banana ball too, it's kind of different than your average collegiate baseball game. It's a little bit more fast paced. Just being in the ER, it's a fast paced environment as well, so it can definitely help prepare me for that.
Yeah. About how many patients would you say you see in a day you work?
Oh, that's a good question. I was at a level one trauma center. So we saw our good share
Wow.
of patients. I'm not sure of an exact number. Um I know I don't really pay attention to the statistics sometimes, but yeah, it's definitely a fair share though.
Yeah, I understand that because my mom used to work at this like heart center and she would see people all the time.
Oh, that's awesome. What does your mom do?
Now she does real estate, but she used to do like CPR and she went to college for some heart condition and she worked there for I think it was 7 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I appreciate you because I know what the grind's like.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which hitter are you most excited to face as a pitcher this year?
So I'm hoping we get to get some inner squads in. I get to face Jackie Bradley Jr. Obviously, like I said, that's just gonna be an awesome experience. Kind of go full circle, just watching him growing up. Like I said, winning that World Series in 2018, and just facing him and getting to face a World Series champion.
Yeah, that's gonna be epic. Are you gonna try and record those at bats if you do get to face him in inter squad?
Yeah, it's definitely a opportunity for sure if I can get that, but might have to clip it if he gets me. But I'm just kidding. So nah, it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely a chance to video it and get it out there maybe.
Yeah, especially with the bananas because they do not care what you create on content.
Yeah, so it should be entertaining for sure.
Yeah, speaking of content, do you think you're kind of like not really forced, but you have pressure to make content to be in Banana Bowl?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that exactly works yet. I'm gonna head down there pretty soon, and I think we'll get some more info about that. So.
Cool. When do you guys start spring training? Do you happen to know?
I'm not sure. I believe it's I know it's coming up soon in January, but
Cool.
so I got to report pretty soon. I think I'm gonna head out next week out of Kansas and report
Not
down there. So
nice. I know we're only like a week in, but I feel like this year's already flying like 2025 did.
yeah, no doubt. I know last year. I mean, I just graduated last year in May, so I graduated and started working as a nurse after that. Passed my NCLEX and stuff. So yeah, it did fly by for me as well.
Cool. Congrats. What made you want to be part of Banana Bowl?
Just it's real inspiring. I think it's great that they totally have that fans first attitude, and I think they do everything for the fan. It's inspiration. It's kind of like nursing almost. It's just so rewarding. You get to touch so many people's lives and impact a lot of kids, and just make those happy memories for them.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen unfortunately, but there might be days where you struggle on the mountain and don't have it, and then you get to go out in the applause and just sign for kid after kid.
Exactly. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is just a game,
Yeah,
but obviously you want to succeed and do the best that you can. And absolutely, I'm going to try and do that. But yeah, it's just great that you get to impact so many children and even adults. Like I said, I mean, just seeing the banana games, like there's full on adults, going crazy to, hey baby, and it's just great to see.
it's so entertaining. How do you plan on like making the fans nights that like sit in the upper deck at stadiums if you have any plans? Because they don't get to see the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know Mr. Banana Ball himself, Jesse Cole, makes sure to get within distance of every fan and just make that game special for them as well. So I don't really think there's a bad seat when it comes to Banana Ball.
Yeah, you get to see everything, and like anywhere you look on the field, someone's doing a backflip or something like that.
Exactly. There's so much to see. So
Yeah, it's wild. What is an off season like preparing for Banana Bowl?
yeah, definitely gotta get throwing and back in shape, especially like I said, it's really fast paced. So just getting that cardio back in. And I do think that's where being an ER nurse kind of helps me. Like I said, just I mean, for 12 hours straight, you're pretty much on your feet running
Yeah.
around. You don't get much breaks. So if you do get a break at all, so that's definitely gonna help me, I think, in the long run.
Yeah, do you think it would be hard from like going to when you played college ball, you could throw a pitch and then take a second to think about it to just pitch nonstop now?
Yeah, so luckily for me, That actually is kind of part of my game. I did like to quick pitch in college. So like I'd be on the mound. You do have to wait until the batter looks up at you so you could pitch. But like right when they were looking up at me, I was going. And some of the guys, it was fun to compete against them because they'd just be staring at me the whole time. So I'm just going as quick as I can. And there'd be times where it's a 10-second at bat and they're out of there.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a good time.
That's cool too, because that kind of prepares you for banana ball.
Yeah, exactly.
That must be tough though as a hitter, because I like to like take a swing, think about it, and then get right back in. And I'm not a huge fan of pitchers quick stepping.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the hitter. There's definitely a couple of hitters in my league in the KCAC. Uh, that's where Kansas Wesleyan plays in the league, where they'll call time on me, take a step out. But there's obviously they're trying to speed up the game with the pitch clock and timeouts, so they only
Yeah,
get two timeouts. So I think that you could also use that to your advantage as a pitcher, knowing that they only have two timeouts, because they can only obviously call two offensive timeouts during the whole entire game. So.
that's smart. Do you try and use those two timeouts early?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm always going to be on the mound. Like right when I get the ball, my coach knows I like to work fast. We had wristbands that would tell us the pitch and stuff, so he'd be firing them like as I'm catching the ball, so I could just look and we're ready to go, and hopefully just disrupt that hitter's timing.
Cool. So being a pitcher, your arm, like more and more, there's been arm injuries, and especially with like people are saying it's because pitchers are throwing harder and pitching faster. How did you manage to like keep your arm healthy through college and hopefully this tour while pitching fast with strikes?
Yeah, so I was always like a high strike percentage guy, and just like I had a lot of innings in my college career actually. So yeah, just recovery is real important. I was definitely in the trainers a lot this past year. Some days I was pitching on short rest, especially in the playoffs. So the trainers were just getting me right, and I really appreciate them and what they do for the program. So.
Cool. In the trainer's room, were you like stretching it, icing it? What were you doing?
Yeah, so we always use like a foam roller. He would cut me. He's got some ultrasound that he would take over, and yeah, he's a good dude, and he was always helping me out, and I just really appreciate him. And he is a big part of the team and our success last year. So.
That's awesome. So going from college where like let's say you get a tapper, you're just gonna field it regularly and go to first. How do you like plan on doing trick plays this year?
Yeah, it's definitely something into consideration. I think it's pretty cool to do some trick plays. I know at my tryout, I went to Kansas City out here, and I did get a comebacker, and I just hit a behind the back. I threw it behind the back to first base and got my guy out. So
That's
that was
awesome.
definitely a good time, and it was definitely fun to watch.
Cool. What made you want to try out from going from college ball where you said you had so much fun to now possibly having more fun with the bananas?
Yeah, just the opportunity. I mean, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity
Yeah.
to get to play banana ball. And just like I said, just I think it's amazing what they're doing and the impact that they're having on the world and just spreading that positivity and impacting so many children and adults around the world. I just think it's so inspiring and I'm so blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah. Speaking of signing stuff and impacting people, do you have an idea of how many autographs you'll sign this year?
I'm sure it's gonna be a lot. I know I'm trying to get like a unique type autograph too. Trying to like kind of inquire my nursing background in it. Maybe might have a little stethoscope or something on my autograph as well. So
That'd actually be tough.
yeah,
Did you practice your signature in class when you were bored?
not in class. I mean, sometimes I know my family's like you got to sit down and figure it out. So I know we've practiced a little bit trying to figure
Cool.
out which one I'm gonna use. My initials are actually BAM, so I didn't. They were talking about me incorporating that so, as well, but I know it's got to be quick and stuff. So.
That'd actually be tough. Yeah, I do that all the time when I'm bored. I'll get like my notebook and I'll just practice my
Mhm.
signatures. I'm still trying to think of one like you too.
Yeah.
Did you have a draft party when you got drafted?
So unfortunately, my family's not back in California, and I went to college out here and took a job uh in nursing in Kansas. So I didn't have like a full on draft party. No, I actually worked the night before. I worked nights, so it was great. I got a call from Coach Fox though, and he told me that he was going to select me, and it was a pretty awesome interaction that we had. I was super stoked about it.
That's awesome. Was that cool, like knowing you didn't reach your dream of making it to the big leagues like you wanted to, but you'll get to impact more fans and play on major league stadiums this year?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a great experience to be a part of, and I'm super stoked to impact those children and make those positive memories that can last forever for them.
Cool. Do you think that phone call was cooler than like, let's say you get drafted by the Yankees?
I mean, I'm not sure. I've never been drafted by the Yankees, so
Yeah,
I can't exactly say that, but it was definitely a pretty awesome experience, and I'm super happy to be a clown. And Fox was actually at my tryout. He was kind of sick during the tryout, so he didn't have his voice, but
really.
uh, yeah, so it was good to hear from him and be selected by him, especially when I did already meet him, and he knew what he was getting from me. So.
That's awesome. Speaking of the clowns, do you have an idea of like who you think will be the coolest clown, like the funniest clown?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of fun dudes. I mean,
Yeah,
Banana Ball definitely draws some interesting fellows out there, so I'm excited to meet them all, and I'm just excited to get to know them all. So
that's awesome. So the clowns are a very old and historic team. How do you plan on honoring that history this year with all the history they've had in the past?
yeah, I think it's great. I know Hank Aaron used to play for him, and being
Yeah.
a Braves fan myself, there's definitely a lot of history. I know before I head out, I'm gonna go and stop by the Negro League museums and just pay tribute to that team and just learn more about the history myself. So I'm super excited to do that before I head down there. So
That's awesome. I don't know if you want to do this, but like someone brought up the idea to me to wear like old-fashioned cleats or an old-fashioned mitt.
yeah, I know Fisher Polydorov. That's kind of his specialty on our
Yeah.
team. He's the old timer for sure. I was at the KC tryout with him, and he was spectacular. I knew exactly when I saw him and him try out. That he was unbelievable. He was perfect for this. So I'm super
Yeah.
excited to be a teammate with him and just reunite with him. He's a good dude at the tryout. So
Yeah, he seems like genuinely a perfect fit. He's so nice and like he does like you said the old-fashioned cleats, the old-fashioned mitt. He can play instruments. He looks perfect in this team.
yeah, and he's a stud too. He's got a nasty knuckleball. So.
Yeah, some like he's his knuckleball like you said looks nasty. Hitters get folded off it.
Yeah, and he learned it from R.A. Dickey, great, a
Yeah.
knuckleball great. So
Have you ever tried to throw knuckleball?
I have, and mine's definitely not as good as his. So
Do you still throw it at all, or is it just in the past you tried it?
yeah, just in the past, just messing around, playing catch. You know how a pitcher is, just messing
Yeah.
around with different grips and stuff. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be breaking that out this season.
On my school team, I was playing in the outfield, but one day all three of our catchers were gone, and I told my coach I could catch a bullpen, and then caught one bullpen, and I didn't know our teammate had a knuckleball. It was actually gross.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What other positions do you play?
So I played in the outfield, or for my school team, I played left field, all three outfield positions, but mostly right. And then on my club team, I play second, shortstop, and a little catcher.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Sounds like you're one of the pitcher's best friends, man. You're
Yeah.
taking care of them everywhere, playing all the different positions.
Yeah, it's so fun because like my motto is like wherever coach wants to play me, I think I can help the team, and it's fun to just kind of switch positions.
Yeah, that's a great attitude to have for sure.
Yeah, my favorite's probably shortstop though. I get the most action.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
Yeah.
shortstop, hey, you just make them plays, make them routine
Yep.
plays, and the pitcher will be happy.
Yep.
So,
I've learned I gotta keep the pitchers happy by just fielding it regularly, and then I can be flashy on like hard plays.
yeah, exactly. And they appreciate both the routine and the flashy plays.
Yeah. Who was the best shortstop in your career as a pitcher, would you say?
Like on my team,
Yeah.
I got to give it to Jarrett Gable. He was All-American for us my junior year of college at Kansas Wesleyan. So he's an unbelievable athlete. We we always make fun of each other, so I got to give him his flowers here. So
Cool. That's awesome. Like the teammates you mess around with and talk smack to at practice, and then as soon as they're gone, you realize how good they are, and you can't tell them that.
oh yeah, he knows how good he is. He knows that I think he's a great athlete. He's a good dude, and yeah, he's just a great athlete in general.
That's awesome. I have a couple teammates like that. How do you think you will balance winning with entertaining the crowd this year on the mound?
Obviously winning's always fun.
Yeah.
It's fun for everybody. It's fun for the crowd, the fans of the Clowns. But yeah, just hope to ride that success and do as much as I can for the fans, and really embrace that fans first environment.
Yeah, that's be awesome. They're so good at like balancing the winning and also making sure every fan leaves with a smile.
Yeah, and I think it'll be super, super entertaining this year. I know the league kind of got shaken up with the draft. A lot of familiar faces on new teams, and a lot of teams retain some of their players. So I think it's a new full balance of the league, and I think it'll definitely be entertaining.
Yeah, some teams like the Bananas like totally redrafted. Obviously, there's the new teams like the Coconuts and the Clowns, and then the Party Animals drafted like almost everyone back.
Yeah, but
Um,
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And the party
exactly.
animals, they're
Yeah.
champions, so might as well run it back and see what happens.
They had such a good team. They raked and had stellar pitching.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Are you excited to get those guys out as a pitcher?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm excited to get anybody out as a
Yeah.
pitcher. It's always fun just competing against one another, and it's always good to end up on the better side of the stick. So,
Yeah, personally, I hate to lose.
yeah, of course, of course.
So I'm gonna ask this question to everyone from now on, but what advice would you give to your younger 12-year-old self?
My younger, just
Yeah,
my younger 12-year-old self, I would just say just keep having fun. It is just a
yeah.
game. Like I said, I mean, sometimes you can apply some pressure to yourself that's not needed. So just keep having fun. As long as you can.
Yeah, especially with like club and all these travel ball tournaments. I play in them and they're really fun, but like the coaches, some of them can get so harsh and kids like start to mentally lose it and not don't have fun. So it's a good reminder to just go out there and play baseball like you're 12 again.
Exactly, and I think it's baseball. Obviously, is a game of failure. You're going to fail
Yeah.
many times, especially as a hitter. I mean, 300, you hit 300, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, 30% right there. So it's just real important not to be that hard on yourself. You're going to fail at times, and just deal with that adversity in a positive way, and you're going to go far.
Yeah, like you said as a hitter too, like the greatest hitters fail 7 out of 10 times, and in basketball, like in football, that's not good.
No, yeah, you're not going to make it very far if you're shooting 30% in basketball. But,
Yeah.
if you go 3 for 10 in baseball, everyone
Hall
thinks
of
you're the
Fame.
greatest hitter. So.
Yeah. That's all the questions I have for you. Do you have anything for me?
I don't. What got you into interviewing everybody and just into Banana Ball?
So, into Banana Ball, I think my dad got us, I want to say it was 2 years ago now, it might have been three. My dad surprised us with Banana Ball tickets under the tree that he won in the lottery. And I follow baseball really hard, but I'd never heard of the Bananas. So I went to this game and I was like, this is really fun. And then right at that time, well, before this, I had 13 YouTube channels that got deleted because I was too young. And then right about the first game, my channel stuck and I was like, it'd be so cool if I could interview these dudes. So I just reached out to everyone and then one by one, they kept slowly trickling in.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just
Yeah.
like that, that's kind of what got me into it, just
Yeah.
inspiring kids and just I'm glad I can hop on this interview with you and talk to you and give you some advice if you need it. But
Yeah, dude, I appreciate you. You were awesome.
yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad to be a part of your YouTube and be able to help you out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Uh,
no
do you,
problem.
do you have anything else for me?
No, is there any clowns games you're gonna come out to?
I don't know exactly. I have to look at your
Mhm.
schedule.
Yeah.
I do know that I'm gonna try and get tickets to the Coconuts game in Arizona, but I don't know if they're playing you guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'd have to take a look at
Cool.
the store, but if you're ever out, I'd love to meet you, bro. I appreciate you interviewing me, like I said.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, dude.
No problem. All right. Thanks, my man.
No problem. Have a great tour and upcoming spring training.
I appreciate it. You have a good day as well, my man.
You too. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.